Then Jesus came from Galilee to John at the Jordan to be baptized by him. And John would have prevented him, saying, I need to be baptized by you, and do you come to me? But Jesus answered him, let it be so for now, for it's proper for us in this way to fulfill all righteousness. And then John consented. And when Jesus had been baptized, just as he came up from the water, suddenly the heavens were opened, and to him, and he saw the Spirit of God descending like a dove and alighting on him. And a voice from heaven said, this is my Son, the beloved, with whom I am well pleased. This is the gospel of our Lord Jesus Christ.
Praise to you, Lord Christ.
I love this Sunday. I love this Sunday when we remember that Jesus was baptized. Because it's also a day for us to remember that we have been baptized. I was so pleased to see so many of you raise your hand when I said, are you baptized? I think everybody here has been baptized, have they not? Baptized in the name of the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Ghost. Maybe I love this Sunday because the Christmas decorations are put away. Things are cleaned up. We're kind of getting back and getting on with the new year and the new time and moving ahead. And I love Christmas. I hope you know that. But, there's a time that we need to keep moving forward, right? And this January, the kitchen's going to be done. We're going to have new facilities to move into and get going, which I continue to pray are going to open new ministry opportunities for us as well. New ministries. That's what this time of year is about for us, isn't it? How many of you made any New Year's resolutions? How many of you kept your New Year resolutions to the 11th or 12th? What's today, the 12th? Keep going. Keep going. And if you haven't, it's not too late to make one or two. Say, I asked you last week, right? I asked you last week to do a couple things for this Sunday. Did you remember them? The first one I asked you to do was write down, I'm going to pray for my church this year. Some of you didn't mark that on your survey of service to the church, remember? And I scolded you for it. I asked you to write that down. I want that to be a commitment that you will pray for this congregation this year. And then I asked you to think, in light of last week's Sunday, when we saw the Magi bring their gifts to God. What gift is it that we would bring? That we would want to kneel before the Christ with, lay at Christ's feet. Did you think about that this week? Did you write it down? Are you ready during the offering to bring it up and place it on the communion table? What gift would you bow down before God in this new year, in this new time? What do you want to give to God? When we're talking about baptism, that's a gift given to us, is it not? How many of you are thankful for your baptism? And every time we baptize a baby or baptize an adult, we pull water out of here and we pray. And the one thing I didn't say to the kids is one thing I ask the congregation to remember every single time is, remember your baptism. And give thanks to God that you have been called to be a part of the Church of Jesus Christ. Give thanks for it. People often ask me, well, why is it that Presbyterians baptize babies? Right? They can't make a profession of faith. They can't possibly be ready to say, I love Jesus and I'll love Jesus forever. But you know, we do it for a couple of reasons. We believe that in the New Testament, not only were the head of the household became a believer and were baptized, the whole household was baptized into that faith. But also there's a few passages in the Bible that talk about God is love, right? And we love because God first loved us. Not because somehow we're able to say the right prayer or make the right confession. We love because God first loved us. And we profess in our Protestant Reformation faith that there is nothing we can do, absolutely nothing we can do to earn God's grace and favor, right? Nothing. We receive God's love and grace and mercy as a gift to us before we can say or do anything. What better way, theologically, is there to show that than to take a baby in your arms and say, this child is now a child of the covenant? Because baptism is not our work. Baptism is God's work. And we baptize those whom God has called into the community of faith. Is that the only way to do it? No. Because we baptize big people too. Right? We do baptize people when they make a profession of faith and say, I haven't done that, my parents didn't raise me that way, but I want now to make that profession of faith now. We'll baptize you at 80. I baptized one gentleman, one of the most meaningful baptisms I ever have, 86 years of age. He was already baptized. You haven't been baptized, have you, David? Maybe we could work on you. But he came before the congregation at 86, having said, my life's been changed and transformed. I want to recognize that. It was a marvelous Sunday. Jesus came up to be baptized. Why would Jesus do that? We proclaim, do we not, that Jesus is the one who was without sin? Why would he have come up? Why would he have said to John, John, I want you to baptize me? I think Jesus was making recognition that he too, as a human being, was part of a larger society. A larger society and a larger group of people in whom he knew great brokenness within their systems, within their lives. And he says, I'm part of this. Do you get that? Do you see that? And in that way, I too want to confess. And he knelt down and said, hey, John, you got the right order, but right now, would you do this for me? What a great reminder to us, right? There are times we need others to do some things for us, to minister to us, to care for us. When we want to think we're the caregivers, when we're the caretakers, when we're the spiritual giants, right? We're going to take care of others. Even Jesus needed someone at some point in his life to care for him. And when he has done this, lo and behold, he hears this voice from heaven. He comes up out of the water, and my Baptist friends always tell me that that's when he came up out of the water because they dunked him under, and I say, no, that's not what it means. It means then he walked up out of the river on the riverbank. He was just sprinkled. But when he came up out of the water, and I don't know for sure what it means, it's one of those two things. He heard a voice that says, this is my beloved, with whom I am well pleased. What affirmation. And was that affirmation for Jesus? Probably a bit. But I have a feeling it was more for John. Maybe John needed to hear that more than Jesus did. And maybe we need to hear that. We too need to be reminded. This is my beloved. Listen. No, I can't say that. Because it wasn't until we get to, I think it's Matthew 17, we hear those very same words again. When Jesus has just been transformed, right? He's there on the mountain with Moses and Elijah and Peter and James and John, and he's been transformed. And Peter's wandering around saying, we should build a monument, we should do something. And a voice comes again from the clouds and says, this is my beloved Son. But adds one more phrase. Listen to him. He's about to undergo suffering and pain of the cross. And yet he is leading you in the way of life. He is leading you in the way of servanthood and sacrifice and caring. It's not an easy road, but listen to him. I think that's a word to us, isn't it? Isn't it? Listen to him. Follow him. Seek to love as he loves. Seek to care as he cares. And sacrifice as he sacrificed for the sake of us all. I love hearing this. I love this Sunday because it's a reminder. As we move ahead, we have a great commission. Listen to him. Love him and serve him in all that you do. The kids are here, so I'm going to say amen.